A superpower's warship on the edge, not because of an enemy attack, by the way, but because of stress, fatigue, and human limit. You're watching TimesXP. My name is Dhriti, and in the dark waters near Yemen, the USS Harry S. Truman sailed into one of the most intense missions of its generation. The target? Houthi militant. The mission? Total aerial domination, and the reality, relentless pressure. Day after day, night after night, jets taking off, missiles flying, explosions in the distance. More than 1,000 strikes in less than 2 months. Now that's not deployment, that's a pressure cooker. Inside the ship, exhaustion ruled. Pilots barely sleeping, crews running on caffeine, machines, pushed past their comfort zone. Every alarm, every command, every took off, it came with shaking hands and tired eyes. And it wasn't the enemy that caused the most danger, It was America's own mistakes. A missile fired from an allied ship flew dangerously close to a friendly jet, not miles away, not close enough, ladies and gentlemen, 1 or 2 planes' length away from the cockpit. A split-second difference between life and death. The pilots ejected. They survived, but the message was loud and clear. This was no longer control. This was becoming chaos for them. Then came another shock here. In the middle of the sea, the massive US warship, it collided with a civilian vessel. Not a battle cruiser, by the way, not an enemy boat, but a merchant ship. The impact point? Shockingly close to sleeping areas. Just a tiny change in angle, in timing, in distance could have wiped an entire section of the ship. Thousands of lives saved by mere feet. And then, as if the ocean itself wanted to warn them, 2 advanced fighter jets worth millions, they were lost, vanished, gone. Not in enemy fire, not in combat, but because systems and human, they finally hit their breaking point. The cost? Over $160 million. But here's the real damage, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't financial, it was psychological, it was operational, it was human. A navy pushed to the limit, a crew stretched beyond safety, a reminder that even the strongest military in the world can be undone. And that too by overwork, by pressure, and by stress. Now Washington promises reform, better rest, better systems, better rules. But what is the critical detail here? Still hidden? Quietly removed. And that has only raised one troubling question. If this is what we are allowed to see, what are they not telling us? Because this wasn't just a war against Houthis. This was a warning about burnout, about modern warfare, and about how machines may be strong, but humans, they still control them, and humans still break. So here's a real question no longer, which is about Yemen. It's about the entire world. How long can any military stay on the edge before something finally snaps?